Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am Starko Gaming and we are back with another Dragon Champion video. If you are level 15 or below, make sure to use the promo code the Starko to get a free starter pack. To do so, it is very simple. You go in the settings, use promo code, then you enter the code the Starko, STARKO. You press OK and you will receive your free pack, which is gonna give you a little boost early on in the game to kick in some awesome progression. So promo code the Starko for the goodies, guys. Today we are back into the Guild 12 challenges. Apparently they are done changing things around so we can actually start covering them again, freaking finally. And today we're going to be starting with Freezard. I think Freezard is one of the most popular characters, actually ranked number 2 on the poll, actually made a couple weeks back. So Freezard is going to be the characters we're going to be doing today. We're going to go with teams for each phase, obviously, and then we're going to have some fun. So first thing we're going to do here is press challenge and take a look at what we got here. So the first one I already completed it. We're going to replay it. It's actually pretty simple, unless I have very good luck, but it was actually pretty simple. What I went with is not that. Wow, I wish they actually save your team, but they don't. So pretty much what we're gonna go with here is buff lead. I really like buff leads against Freezard because they really take away with the buff second skill. I pretty much take away everything that Freezard can do damage wise, which actually give a huge advantage to your team. Or you could, if you don't have buff, you could just use 4 regular human and then put Mordoom in the back and use the third skill Mordoom as often as possible. That's also a possibility. So we're gonna go with 4 human nicks. We are forced to bring Kurel. My Kurel on the test server is actually not built. I think I don't even have runes on her, so that's gonna be pretty fun. But what we want to get in this team is Garrett, obviously a tank with low baddie, and we're gonna have Freezard that is mandatory and Kurel that is mandatory. So let's jump in there. Let's kill that bastard and let's enjoy it. And obviously we're not gonna use the autoplay here because well, buff will probably mess this up with autoplay, so we're gonna do a manual play and try to do as good as possible. So first thing we want to do here is to get this guy go as fast as possible, so we're gonna use that buff ability on him. We want to use that second skill, which did not give anything this time around, but that's fine. We have turn meter with buff. We could actually either go with the turn meter here or the taunt. The next ability is actually, I'm pretty sure it's actually going to be AoE, so we're going to go with turn meter down. That's got resisted, so we're going to have to deal with it or keep attacking. Now we can actually apply all the debuffs, so we're not going to be applying the blind from Garrett. That will actually be useless, so we're just going to keep going with regular attack here until that blind is removed. We're going to taunt here because the single target is coming back, and then we're just going to try to smash, apply that slow when it's not apply that blind when it's not apply, and that is pretty much it. And you can see my Kurel damage is terrible. It is freaking terrible, but we're gonna deal with that obviously. So we want the Garrett to go as often as possible to get his blind back as often as possible. This is why I'm giving the third skill from buff to Garrett, because that's one of the most important part here. Otherwise you're gonna be taking a lot of damage like that. But if your character is taking too much damage, you can always use the third skill buff, apply it to that characters. That's gonna heal up that characters, which is always useful. Obviously now we're gonna apply all this debuff. Now we're in a good place because he has blind on him, so we don't really have to worry about anything here, which is great. And this guy is gonna have his blind on the next turn, and we do have days on him right now, so he's not gonna be able to crit us, which is gonna be a huge advantage on the next turn. Might actually prevent Kurel from dying here, hopefully. I made it with nobody dying earlier, well, yesterday when I tested out, so hopefully we can actually do the same. Here we go. Kurel's going, surviving pretty good. See, that healing was really useful. We're gonna apply the blind here and just keep going with this guy. Hopefully we do as much TMR as we can, and that's kind of the objective here along the way. And applying that blind from buff and from Garrett, that's pretty much nullify everything that Freezard can do as a boss here and make this very freaking easy, to be honest. This is very easy. But yes, you do need Garrett to be able to make it that way. If you don't have Garrett, well, it's gonna be a lot harder, to be honest. It's gonna be a lot freaking harder for sure. And now we don't have any buff on him, so hopefully my buff can go before, but I don't think so. Oh, he did, but we did not have any buff to be applied, so that definitely sucks. But now we got a blind, so now we're gonna be able to get the whole shebang together. We're gonna wait one more turn to actually use the second skill here, because that will be useless to use it at that point, especially we have the slow. That was just going to be useless. Now we can apply that. A lot of resist this time around. Totally sucks. We're going to throw the taunt. We got one person that died. That had to happen, right? It had to happen. Now we're going to... We don't really need to put it on Garrett because this is about to go. So we're just going to put it on Freezard. So we got a higher chance to reapply that slow, hopefully. But even until we got this, there's no way this guy's gonna kill us now. So this is definitely a good try on the first try, but I would like to see that I did not die at all. That would be great. That would be great, but this is pretty fine. Now that was a waste of blind last year. I should have saved it for the next turn, but that is totally fine. We're gonna heal this one. Try to apply blind. Nope, did not work, but we're gonna finish that anyway. Here we go. Oh, I forgot about this part, that you actually get HP back. My bad, guys. We're gonna finish him again and call this a big W here. Obviously now he can even attack us, so that's gonna be a pretty great finish here. Another blind, boom. And also definitely you're gonna have high potency on both buff and Garrett. This is really all that matters on this run, is to have the high potency on those two, so they can apply their debuff in a reliable manner. And there we go. So we did the stage 1. Stage 2 is a little bit more complex, because not only you have to beat Freezer, but you have to set a team around your Freezer that is not going to destroy you too fast. So basically you need to bring 2 Panda. So we're gonna go lead Lake with Ember. Then we need to bring Snorri, which Snorri is not that well built, to be honest, on this account. Then we got Freezer, obviously, and we need to bring a 5th character now. We don't really want to bring a 5th character that's going to be too strong. Like, we don't want to bring a defender, because the defender will keep us from killing the DPS, which can actually hurt us. So we actually want to bring a healer if we can. I think that is the most important, is to bring healer. So you could bring Renara, but Renara is difficult because Renara is kind of gonna res people. If you have to kill her first, if you go against a Renara, I think that's not fully optimal, but I do still believe this is actually the best one to throw out there, to be honest, because of the res. If somebody die that is not a Renara on your team, you can actually res it. So we're gonna try it with her and see how it works. I only tried this fight one time so far, so I'm not really well experienced with it, but it's basic in Gear 12 challenge. It's kill as much as you can as fast as possible, and then hope that your characters that you don't want to see dead, which is Renara in this instance, doesn't die. Pretty much that's what we're gonna be aiming for, and we're gonna ignore the res here. We're just gonna smash whatever we can smash as early as possible in the DPS here and see how it goes. Hopefully actually work well. That is obviously the objective here. So obviously this guy is taking a beating so far, which is great, because that means she is not taking a beating, which is a huge advantage, and we can actually res him and hopefully heal him pretty soon. Now we kill Ember. Now obviously we have that coming. We knew, and we got the Renara dead, so this is definitely not working. This is definitely not working. I think there's a little bit too much damage. We actually have to bring a tank here and maybe ability block him or destroy him really early on before he bring his buff and actually make this happen. That's what we're going to be trying here. We're going to be switching Renara for a tank and see how it goes. So obviously we don't want to bring a tank that's going to be too strong, but tanks that's going to be strong enough. I know that's kind of weird to say, but or we could actually bring Mordum too. That could be another possibility to bring here. Let's think it over here. Let's think it over. Or we can actually bring Garrett. If Garrett can survive long enough and we can actually snipe Garrett before he gets going, I think that could actually be a huge advantage. Let's try that out. That's actually interesting to try here. So let's try that out and see how it goes. And obviously phase 2, guys, it's about killing the proper characters in order and surviving long enough that you kill the 4 characters before you can kill the big bass. But without the heal, that's gonna be very, very interesting. Pretty much we have to snipe the whole package as fast as possible and not die along the way. That is what's very important here. So we apply daze, which is very, very useful, obviously. Now we're gonna do that smashing. That is great. This is almost dead. Oh my god, just die, gringo, just die. Garrett is going to be able to finish Garrett, so here we're going to throw that stun, hopefully give us a little advantage. We're going to kill here. We're supposed to use the blind, but if you use the blind, Lake might actually be able to go before him. Let's try this out. So let's throw the blind out there. Yes, we got this. So this is out, but we are taking a lot of damage, so that might actually not be optimal here. Let's see if we're going to be able to finish Freezard here, which I am not totally sure. This is gonna be close. Well, yeah, well, might actually get it. Well, that's gonna be close. We're gonna kill him one more time. We need one more hit and we got it done. So this was actually a pretty solid team. No need of healer, just bring some control and you're gonna be able to get it done. Obviously going to be a pretty solid team, and obviously you're going to need some RNG on your side, but I like that I was actually able to show a bad decision I make on the first try and actually a little bit show you guys what to avoid doing and what to do when we actually try to get it. So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to drop a like on this video, and it is the only way YouTube knows that this content is awesome and should be shared with more people. Also make sure to subscribe to the channel for daily gaming content. You all keep enjoying playing Dragon Champion. I'll see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.